We will now try some examples. Okay, look at exercise 3.4, question 1b. You are asked to multiply two matrices. So as a first step, okay, always check the order of the matrix. Alright, so these two are 2 by 2 matrices. Remember to check whether the matrices can be multiplied in the first place. We need to look at the two numbers in the center. Alright, they are the same, so we know we are safe. Okay, next, to get the order of the final matrix, alright, we will need to look at the first and the last number. And we know that in the end, we will end up with a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so with this first step, the size of the matrix, now, okay, we go ahead to help ourselves by dividing the first matrix, remember, into rows, and the second matrix into column. Okay, so for the first matrix is a 2 by 2, so I know I have 4 elements. How do I get the 4 elements? First one is by taking row 1 times column 1. Second element, row 1 times column 2. Third element, because it's in the second row and the first column, so we take row 2 times column 1. And finally, the last element, okay, is in row number 2 and column number 2. Now, once you are more familiar with matrix multiplication, you will be able to start skipping this step. Okay, so now we will work out row 1 times column 1. So I will have 3 times 2. Okay, maybe I'll highlight row 1 and column 1 for you so that you can see it better. So I have 3 times 2 plus 6 times 5. Okay, you may want to pause the video now and try the rest by yourself. Row 1 times column 2, we will have 3 times negative 1 plus 6 times 9. Row 2 times column 1, we will have negative 4 times 2 plus negative 7 times 5. And for row 2 times column 2, we will have negative 4 times negative 1 plus negative 7 times 9. And if you work that out, you should get the final answer here. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Okay, so in the next question, we have two matrices of different sizes. So again, we repeat the first step, and that is to determine the order of each matrix. So the first matrix has 2 rows and 3 columns, so it's a 2 by 3 matrix. And the second matrix has 3 rows and 2 columns. So it is a 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, do the first test. Both middle numbers are 3, so that means that we are able to work out the final matrix. And we take the first and the last number to get the order of the final matrix. So we know the final matrix will be a 2 by 2 matrix. So 2 by 2 matrix will have 4 elements altogether. And what are the 4 elements going to be made of? Again, okay, just look at the position of the 4 elements. First element is in row 1, column 1. Second element is in row 1, column 2. Third element in row 2, column 1. And the fourth element in row 2, column 2. Okay, and then we can begin to work out, alright, what is each of the elements. Row 1 times column 1. So we take the first row times the first column. Okay, again, help ourselves by dividing first matrix into row, second matrix into column. So row 1 times column 1 will be 3 times negative 1 plus 1 times 0 plus 2 times 5. Okay, second element, row 1 times column 2, so will be 3 times 0 plus 1 times 7 plus 2 times negative 8. Okay, row 2 times column 1 will be 4 times negative 1 plus 2 times 0 plus 6 times 5. And the last element will be row 2 times column 2, which is 4 times 0 plus 2 times 7 plus 6 times negative 8. Okay, and the last step will just be then for you to work out what is the final answer. And this will be your final answer. Okay, I hope you got it right. We will do a few more questions as practice.